All right, welcome back to the Side Dish Podcast. Long time no see, everyone. It's me, your host, Aaron. I'm joined, as always, by my co-host, Seline Jung.
Hi.
The sound engineer, Jay. And our full-time fucking... Our full-time intern. And our full-time employee, Chris Cho.
Hello.
Guys, we have not done this podcast in 4 entire months.
It's only been 4 months.
A little bit
Dude,
longer
it's
for
been
me.
forever,
Because you guys
man.
recorded a couple episodes
Like
without
it
me.
feels like it's been a year almost.
It feels 6 months. It feels like it's been half a year.
So we have no idea how this episode is going to turn out, but we have a rough outline. And honestly, if we had just been recording since we sat down like 30 minutes ago, we would have had 30 minutes of killer material.
A little Jason Mraz talk, a little I'm yours. It was pretty good.
But let's start off, with
So
the
much
first...
has happened and so little has happened at the
Dude,
same
honestly,
time.
yes. So like the first thing that we should
like-
probably talk about is, the Christmas and the New Year starting.
Chris and Jay have been away in the
That's right.
States.
Chris was gone for a month. Jay was gone for a month. I'll be gone for a month in a month. You'll be gone for a month in March. So we have no idea what the fuck is going on with this podcast. But how was everyone's
Or our
how was everyone's
lives.
Christmas?
I think I was in quarantine for Christmas, but we had like family, like our relatives come over. So
Did you
it was
get
fun.
anything good?
I mean, actually, this time when I was in LA, I don't know how. Actually, the reason I had like a $6,000 credit line was because I applied for my Chase Sapphire as a small business, because this is when I was like selling basketball cards. So, but I've never spent more than like $500 on it.
Whoa, you have a Chase Sapphire?
Okay, so well, the thing is,
I say that as a 34-year-old man where everyone in my friend group has one. But
No.
I have bad credit, so I don't have one.
Isn't it like the standard credit card?
Yeah, but it's like
right?
made of metal and it makes me
Yeah,
like...
yeah.
and you get like good, you get a lot of points for like travel and stuff. But for the first time in 2 years, because I haven't been in America using the card, I started using it again, and I had to buy a new phone, a new laptop, like a bunch of new things. So
Right.
I spent about like $4,000 in like 2 weeks after not touching it for 2 years, never spending more than $500.
Damn, but there's a $400 a year fee on that card.
Yeah. I mean, I was spending little bits, but it was also to like build credit because I was trying
Right.
to move away from my Wells Fargo card.
Right.
Fuck Wells Fargo.
Wow, Wells Fargo.
Yeah. Also, is this fun? Like, I don't know. Anyways, like
So tell us what you got for Christmas.
5 days before I left LA, they fucking canceled my card, and I had nothing I could use.
Wait, your parents did or
no,
the bank did?
The bank did.
Because they thought it was suspicious.
fraud?
I mean, anybody would think like 4K and then I couldn't get it renewed within 7 days, so I like had no money.
Wow, that's
Shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that you spent Christmas basically destitute with no line of credit.
I mean, but laptop and
but with a
phone
new laptop
was,
and new
like,
phone, yeah.
Yeah,
the
that's all
Christmas
you
present.
need.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess.
Cells, did you get anything good this year?
My family and I don't do Christmas
right.
presents.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we decided, like, I don't know when. It's because all of us are bad at gifts.
Right.
And we're not gift givers. Like, that's not our love language. Because for me, it's like giving and receiving gifts, it's like nice, it's a bonus. But to have to, like, spend a whole season worrying about what you're going to get
True.
people is like a
Yeah.
waste of time and money.
Did you
We
buy
ate really
yourself anything for the
well.
holidays?
I did buy myself something.
What'd you
yeah.
get yourself?
I bought myself, Essence.
Yes, Essence,
Yeah,
yeah.
Essence was having a huge sale.
Nice.
I think it's still going on. And so I bought heels and a bag
Oh, okay. Heels.
for myself.
Yummy.
But not as like a Christmas present, just because they were having a sale. And I
Right.
was like,
Little retail therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
70% off.
What?
Damn.
It was so chill.
Jay, what about you? Any gifts this year?
Yeah, I actually got a really unexpected gift. My brother-in-law got me binoculars.
I think you told me about this.
my
yeah.
God, I
I'm
love
like-
For bird watching,
I love
yeah.
binoculars.
So I'm really into like watching
Just
birds,
spy
like
on your neighbors.
hawks in particular.
Uh-huh.
Not my neighbor's hawk, but like hawks just in general. When I'm going like hiking or whatever, if I see a crane, I get super stoked. So I'm just really into the idea of like ornithology and
That's so funny
That's
because like
so
as
freaking
adults,
cool.
right? It's like when you tell, especially like someone like your brother-in-law, like I'm getting into bird watching. Adults are so extra about shit. They'll get you like an expensive fucking pair of binoculars, like an excessively expensive pair, being like, here for your bird watching.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like one of the gifts that I didn't know that I wanted. Like, when I got it, I was
Oh,
like,
I love that.
Oh my God, this
Very
is
thoughtful.
so cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to use this.
It's always
never,
the things
but-
that you would never buy for yourself,
Right,
but
right.
like you do want.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. So that's probably the coolest gift I got.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a clock from Jaehyun, but like a really fancy, nice, heavy clock.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, where is it?
It's on the floor over there because I'm not going to hang anything. I'm not hanging anything on the wall, guys.
It's on the floor over there.
But
Oh, that one tucked in the corner?
But I'm not hanging anything on the walls, guys, because I have some big news. I have to move out of this apartment by the end of April. The landlord just contacted me and he wants to move in.
shit. Yeah.
So I was like, I'm not gonna fucking go through any time and effort to make it nicer because I have to move out anyway. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm actually thinking about maybe gonna just sell literally everything except my new couch, the TV, and my bed. And like literally just get rid of everything else that I own and try to be as minimal as I can and just try doing that for the next year. Yeah, but God, moving, I don't even think about it, man.
Oh, yeah, God, yeah. I'm like, whenever I hear that someone's moving, I get anxiety.
Right.
Like, it's
Are they going to
so-
ask me to help?
Don't ask me now.
Don't worry, don't
They're gonna
worry.
at least
Kidding.
offer me
I
something
will
more
help.
than jjajangmyeon.
Okay, so everyone got some cool Christmas gifts except for maybe Seline. Going into 2022, though, dude, I've just noticed, I think maybe it's the COVID stuff, or I think culturally we've shifted, but no one's talking about like New Year, New Me bullshit anymore, which is like, thank
No,
God.
actually, you know what I was shocked about is I feel like people didn't even acknowledge the fact that we're in 2022.
Yeah, exactly.
I got like no Happy New Year text messages.
Yo, honestly,
Well,
same. I mean,
like
from my
a
parents,
few,
yeah.
But usually everyone's sending them out like left, right, and center.
because everyone's sending it out like right after the ball drops, right?
Right.
Like none of that this year.
Nope.
But like going
Very
in,
little fanfare.
going into it, zero fanfare. Nobody's like trying to
resolutions.
resolve anything, I guess. Which I guess is a good thing because I've read so many thought pieces about why New Year's resolutions are like this bullshit. It's kind of like, some people don't want to give gifts during Christmas. I get it. And some people don't want to make resolutions during New Year's. I get it. But it feels like there's been an active cultural shift away from this whole like improve
Ritual.
yourself. Yeah, the
Yeah.
ritual of like making
'Cause-
a decision to improve yourself,
But if we don't make New Year's resolutions, then big tobacco wins.
Also, like, if we don't make them now, like, we have to wait another year before we can make any life-changing decisions,
Yeah, there are a lot of rituals and things. Just a lot has changed over the last like 2 years. A lot, really quickly too. Like people forgetting about just like our way of life and thinking has changed a
Right.
lot.
Yeah.
And like letting go of a lot of these rituals, I think, is one of them. Like time doesn't really mean much to us anymore. Like another year, another week, another month.
Yeah.
I struggle all the time to like remember like what month it is or like what's coming up or what it's
Yeah.
just
I mean, do you have
the
any-
lines are blurred.
Do any of us have anything we're looking forward to in 2022? If we don't have
a good
resolutions, is there
question.
World
something?
World Cup at the end of this year.
Okay.
I'm so excited. It's like that's like my favorite sporting event. I've actually like talked
Wait.
about it in front of Jay every time we've
I
hung
love
out.
the World Cup too, but like I forgot that was
Right,
happening.
right.
Yeah, and also, like, who gives a shit? I don't know. I don't
world.
like. I don't like
Yeah.
soccer.
The world gives a shit. Koreans give a shit.
Yeah, who gives a shit about a lot of things?
Right.
That's what I
Who
realized.
gives a shit about
Nothing matters.
Like-
Christmas anymore?
Like, aren't the Summer Olympics happening this year?
No, they
China?
already did.
That happened-
Oh, that
They
happened.
just-
Yeah.
No, winter's happening.
They're happening like this month, right? In China.
in China. Yeah, like in February or something.
That's right.
I don't know how they're
and
gonna
like
do
also,
that.
no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
like no one gave a
Okay,
shit
but-
even last year during the
yeah.
Summer
I mean-
Olympics.
I mean, nobody's ever given a shit about the Winter Olympics
Yeah.
except for like.
That's not true.
Well, I remember I
when
had fun watching it
figure
in
skating.
Pyeongchang.
yeah, when
Yeah.
Chloe Kim won
Oh,
for
yeah.
snowboarding, that was such a
Yeah.
huge deal.
Super stoked on that. Yeah.
I had fun watching the Winter Olympics, but
like-
I won't watch them this year.
Christy Yamaguchi back in the day.
Oh yeah, dude. Like our
Shibutani?
first Asian American icons were athletes from Winter Olympic sports. I think that's like a really interesting point. Yeah,
Michelle
Michelle
Kwan.
Kwan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think like nothing really crazy. Actually, I take that back. Someone asked me this question. I think it was at Justin and Elena's when we were doing New Year's Eve. And then Jaehyun afterwards was a little bit bummed because I was like, oh, I'm not really looking forward to much. And she like kind of took that personally a little bit, and which I didn't intend it to be that
right,
way.
right.
It's not like I'm not looking forward to hanging out with my friends and getting to know my girlfriend more and all these things. I think it's more like part of me is like very content, for lack of a better word. Like it's fine. I'm not. I went through a really low point last October when I was like really bummed out and like really struggling, and coming out of that was like, okay, I feel better. I feel a little bit more okay. But my like level of normalcy has like definitely shifted. You know what I mean? Like my normal state of being has definitely changed.
Right. I mean, I think, yeah.
How so?
I think it's because I'm not being as social and I'm a very social person. The things that like I look forward to, the things that give me energy, I'm finding new things to look forward to and give me energy, For example, going out to restaurants. Stopped going out to restaurants almost entirely.
So sad.
I've been to one restaurant in the last 1 month.
Right.
What was that? Which restaurant?
Original Pancake House.
Oh my God. I saw that. I saw that on your story and I was like, oh, that looks so
It's
good.
worth it.
So worth it.
Oh yeah, or like,
That's the only restaurant I've been
going out to bars and restaurants used to be at least a 3-time-a-week occurrence for me, if not
Yes.
literally daily.
Yep,
like
yep,
eating
yep.
out once a day.
Yep.
And lately I've been cooking every meal.
Oh my God, I've been cooking so much. I'm like sick of it.
I'm kind of sick of my
Yeah.
my own food now too.
I don't know. Like, do you guys feel the same way? Where if I cook for myself, I don't feel like full after I eat. Whereas like if I go to a restaurant and order an entree, even if it's like the same amount of food, I'll feel like I had a full meal.
Because I mean, I don't know if it's a full or not full feeling for me.
It's just like I provided for myself.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
It's a
right.
very utilitarian.
Yeah.
Like I'll cook like
Yeah.
some dank ass food. Don't get me wrong. And the first like 5 times I'll have made it, I'll be like, "This is the best bolognese I've ever made." Like I'm gonna feed you all this bolognese after
I'm
the show,
excited.
and you guys are gonna love it. I'm gonna eat it begrudgingly.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because I need to put food in my stomach.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And I also need to get rid of the sauce because it's been in my freezer now for like a week.
That's the thing too. Like I feel like holidays, arguably worst time of the year is holidays for me. I
Wait, did you like not even like get into the spirit by like watching holiday movies and
don't
stuff?
see. I've never been like that.
So you're just a fucking Grinch.
No, I'm not a Grinch.
Kidding, I'm
not a Grinch, but I'm not like into it.
Elaborate.
I just, yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, I just don't like year end because it's, to me, you're eating a lot, you're drinking a lot, there's traffic everywhere. Like, I like Christmas and I like the holidays, but I don't like the situations
Winter.
surrounding it.
The cheer.
No, it's not
The
that.
happiness of others.
No, it's not that.
No, yeah.
But even,
Makes sense.
Well, speaking of getting older, this is like a big year, guys. Like 2020 was the year of the rat, right? Which is all about like survival. Last year was the year of
Really?
the ox, which is about, I guess, anchoring yourselves or ourselves in a new reality. I'm literally reading this from an internet article. And the year of the tiger will be about making big changes, a year of risk taking and adventure. I feel like the author of this is just kind of projecting what they want to happen. But and
Yeah.
first of all, does anyone like, returning back to resolutions and stuff, no one's looking forward to anything this year or, have any aspirations for what they want to accomplish?
Shit, I don't know. I think this is the year that start making some money for once, Stop
Good.
mooching off of mommy all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm at like such a crossroads. I mean, COVID's been nothing but good to me, to be honest. Like,
wait, are you serious?
yeah, like ever since COVID happened, my life's gotten so much better. Like, I
Are
would have
you
never
serious?
graduated college without COVID. I, went
Right.
did shit. Like, I hadn't done shit for like 10 years before that. Went to coding school, whatever.
Right.
But right now, I'm like really at a crossroads whether I'm going to stay here and maybe pursue more food related
Really?
things. Yeah. Versus or. Yeah,
That's exciting.
Some ideas.
Well, you were saying actually earlier on the outline that you had like some sort of premonition, right? About
Oh, yeah.
this year. What was this premonition all about?
Well, the premonitions are generally, this year have been related to women. But other than that,
Okay.
Wait, we definitely need to hear about those.
So, okay, first of all,
Spill it.
so a lot of
I
people
wish I
say,
had premonition.
Betty White's gonna die.
no, that's for
Oh
the,
my god!
oh my God, rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
But,
And Bob Saget. Rest in peace, Bob
oh
Saget.
yeah, oh my gosh.
But sorry, you've been having visions of women?
Yeah,
Continue.
premonitions about women.
So, okay, well, let me start this off by saying, okay, yeah. I know like what deja vus are, right? And like the
Yeah.
general scientific like explanation for deja vus is that you're seeing something.
Your brain's just
But your
telling you
brain
you
didn't-
already saw it.
So your brain or your eyes are seeing something, but it's not like going to your brain. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
basically
yeah.
seeing something twice. And the second time you're like, I've seen this before, and your only explanation is that it's you must have dreamt it. But I've actually had like these ever since I was really young, like these like deja vus where like visions in my dreams.
That's so Raven.
Where it's like a long, yeah, that's so Raven. It's the future I can see. It's the future I can see. Anyways, like these long form visions, right? Where I, for example, having a conversation with someone. So then I would have these dreams, and then when I would see the scene happening in real life, I would try to say the same things I said in my dream to see if the other person, like the situation would play out the same way.
And it does?
And it did. And then I would try not to say the same thing as I heard in my dream, and then it wouldn't. But that could also just be that it
and then
just
like
wasn't a
and
dream.
then multiverse opens up and
Right.
all the
But-
Spider-Men come over.
But these are memories from like 20 years ago, so they could be flawed. I really think they happened, and I'm pretty sure they did.
Well, give us an example.
So then the one verifiable one was that in high school, like 6 months before I got into college, or even sent out my apps, I had a dream where I was at school with one of my family friends from Chicago, who we're very close, but we haven't like lived together. But I had a dream where I was at college with him, and my roommate was black. So then I
Right, right.
messaged him the next day. I was like, dude, like I'm pretty sure we end up going to college together, and I have a black roommate. And then like
Yeah,
that
you've told
all
me this one
happened.
before. Yeah.
Like that's literally the only verifiable one I had. But anyways, I've been having these like weird dreams, and then what's even weirder is during college when I was like fucking up all the time and like quitting school all the time. My mom would have these dreams
About you.
about me fucking up in school, and she would call me and be like, "Wait, I had this weird dream that you're not going to class," and I'd be like so freaked out. But I'm like, no, I'll just continue lying.
Yeah.
And this happened like maybe 4
but
times.
everything she was seeing was true.
Yeah. And she says her mom also had like weird dreams like this.
Well, then, so are you having any
That's
dreams
crazy.
about this year?
So it's, I mean, obviously it's hard to tell if it's just a dream or if it was like a premonition because until it happens,
Until
it's
it
just a
happens.
dream.
Yep.
Wow, that's pretty deep. Until it happens,
Until it happens,
it's just a dream. This sounds like a video game,
This one-
origin. You know, like
Yeah,
first
yeah,
title
yeah.
sequence is like,
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
having these dreams. They're all the same.
Yeah.
In each one, the woman is. You know what I mean? Like,
And they're dreams or they're just dreams until, it happens. But maybe there are, things you could do to kind of like steer reality into.
God, this sounds like
So
a
maybe it's
terrible
not
pitch
even
for a
a
movie.
premonition. It's more like something like that I'm trying to accomplish.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
it's like
Yeah,
it's-
basically, you're the one, and you
Well,
gotta
like,
find
you're
the
in
white rabbit.
charge.
Everyone who's listening to this, I am actually the protagonist of this story of your lives. So please, like, be the extras. Please, like, don't bother
Especially
me.
the woman out there.
So crazy how we're
Ladies.
4 main characters here.
Guys, I have a few like random things that I was asking my girlfriend Jaehyun, like, what should we talk about on the podcast? And she was like, talk about us eating the oysters and getting sick. So just for listeners out there, we had oysters the other day. My first time ordering and shucking my own oysters. I don't think I cleaned them well enough because I looked it up later and I should have been scrubbing them diligently,
Yeah.
and I did not do that.
Yeah,
But
that's what I was saying behind your back, actually. Said, I'm pretty sure Aaron didn't scrub these fucking things. But, that's for behind your back conversations. So.
yeah, well, I didn't.
Now,
Yeah, I didn't scrub them. Okay.
now you know.
And it resulted in
And we had
Hershey squirts.
Yeah, we had terrible
my God.
stomach pains and diarrhea shits. So that was our start to the new year.
Very cleansing in
Also,
certain ways.
Jay wants
It
me to.
actually
Yeah.
was kind of cleansing,
and
Not
you get
for
to
me.
lose a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I saved money on food I didn't eat for like 2 days.
Right.
Yeah.
Kiss me right now, Jay.
Oh my god.
Do you want it?
You want it?
I might still
Go
have
get some
it, yeah.
oysters.
So back to the oysters that you fucking didn't clean correctly, Eric. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude, I cooked so much food that night.
I know. And you know what's
You
funny?
did.
I got here maybe an hour after you guys ate these oysters.
Yeah.
And you fed me tacos, and they were incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before the tacos, I had fed them scallops, 2 different types of pasta.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see what else. What else? What else? Oh, dude, guys, I met Jaehyun's parents
All right.
Wait,
on
when was this?
Saturday. Last Saturday.
Wait, for the first time?
Yeah, I got lunch with them. Yeah, first
How
time.
was it?
It went really well.
What kind of food did
Do
you
they
guys
speak
eat?
English?
Her dad speaks English pretty well.
Oh,
Her mom
nice.
speaks English pretty well too, but her
Nice.
mom's a little bit quieter. It was actually my first time meeting a significant other's parents, like very intentionally and like purposefully.
Like sit down meeting?
Yeah, like when I had met my other ex's parents, it had been kind of in passing. Like,
yeah, like a run-in.
Yeah, like a run in or like picking
Drive
up something.
by.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And been very awkward. Like but like I was really nervous going into it, but her dad was really chill. Really,
Oh, nice.
Really like talkative and like engaged. And her mom actually started opening up.
That's so cool.
She was like, Jaehyun was like squeezing my hand the entire time under the table. Like, you're doing great. And I was like,
Oh, like affirmation.
Yeah.
Cute.
Yeah.
Jeez.
yeah, it was great. Have you guys ever like when
That's
you were dating your long-term
great.
girlfriend? I'm sure you had met her parents a handful of times, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And you had met your ex's brother a few times, right?
I met
and her mom, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
I think I'm pretty good with parents.
Yeah.
Like,
Why did I know that sounded like a sarcastic laugh? It wasn't. I like
I
for
knew
some
it.
reason knew that was gonna come out.
yeah.
So 2022 is shaping out to be a great year for me. What am I looking forward to in 2022?
We didn't finish that.
More
conversation.
meals with Jaehyun's parents.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. Honestly, I am like still am like tentatively looking forward to traveling.
Here's a question for
But yeah.
yourselves. Are you going to keep working at our company or are you going to quit? Because
I mean, that is-
one of my close coworkers quit not suddenly. My friend June.
Wait, June. I think.
She's not a teacher. She's more admin
Oh,
on
never
the
mind.
consulting side.
Okay, yeah, I
But
think I
she
might have
quit and I was like so shocked. I had no idea.
Oh,
she like
you didn't think that it was.
Well,
gonna
she didn't
happen?
tell me that she was thinking about quitting, and then she just
Right.
bounced.
I'm sure she didn't tell anyone, right?
Literally, just left the group chat.
Shut the
I'm
hell
not
up.
kidding.
So one day she was gone.
Yeah,
Just I also feel like in 2022, it's like allowing yourself to have something to look forward to is kind of a new thing, at least for me. Because 2020 and 2021, I really was very much let's just like live in the present.
yeah.
Now, my birthday in November, I actually was feeling really optimistic because I turned 30.
Yeah,
And
you
then
were.
it was
you
like
know
a big
what?
birthday.
Seeing you go through these ups and downs, I'm no stranger to themselves. We've seen you go
Yeah,
through
yeah,
like
yeah.
social bursts and then very like secluded bursts. But I definitely recall around your birthday, you were like pretty hyped up, and then like kind of ghosted all of us, like leading
I
into
didn't.
December. Not
but
ghosted,
but you know,
but
I
like
did feel like everyone else was ghosting me. Why have I not seen my friends in a month? Is it because they all hate me?
yeah, I had that same exact thought.
Yeah.
I still have that
Well, it
thought.
takes
Oh,
two
no.
to not make any plans.
That's
I
so
guess.
true. Yeah. I
hate that.
had that thought like every 3 weeks or more frequently, but then it's like I
Yeah.
don't reach out, you know.
I
need
know,
to like
that's the thing.
I need
I
to
don't-
take
I
initiative
know.
and actually be like, "Hey,
I
do you want
know.
to hang out?" instead of
Right.
just waiting.
I know.
And then
Hey, you know what we should do on Sunday? We should go to improv.
No, I can't do that.
It's a great way to hang out with your friends for 3
I
hours.
can hang out afterwards.
And we can make goofs.
Make goose.
Guys, goofs.
But yeah,
The
I
Side Dish
just, want,
podcast will be at Improv then this Sunday.
for
I
meet
just
and greet.
want to have stuff to look forward to. Like not even plan seriously, but I want to start thinking about just stuff to look forward to. Because I feel like I haven't really had that in a long time.
I guess I'm looking forward to like
Looking forward to
trips. I want to travel, like, you know, obviously I want to travel outside the country, but assuming that's not going to happen, I want to travel inside of
Yeah.
Korea.
Okay.
Go on like camping trips,
Wait,
go to the
we should.
east
I'm down.
side
I'm down.
or west
Actually,
side.
so Sue just got an Ionic 5, so we should
She
go
got a
in-
car?
Yeah.
Sick.
She got like a nice ass
Wait,
car.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
I
Guys,
too.
you know what I am looking forward to 2022? getting one step closer to
God.
retiring early. I just want to increase my net worth. Like, if I'm in Mario and I have to get like 100 coins in Mario 64 to unlock a star for the level, I'm going to get 104 coins. Like, I'm going to go a little bit extra.
I'm gonna get 97 and then quit.
And then quit, yeah. Intern energy. Guys, should we talk about some movies that came out and close off the episode?
I can't talk about any of those movies, but you guys should talk about it.
I
and
just
I'll
watched
sit back.
Eternals on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I can't talk about any of these either.
What?
I can talk about Singles Inferno.
God, I haven't seen it.
No one? Okay. Yeah?
No, I haven't. I refuse to. For
Okay.
every
Well,
single
then,
one who's refused to
think
watch
that would've
Survivor.
been amazing content. I think people would have been.
Yeah, everyone,
Well, thanks,
literally
Dan.
everyone
Oh,
loves that show.
Jay,
Actually,
tell us about Singles
the
Inferno.
crossover, like between the four of us, like the content that we watch, I don't think there's much overlap.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oddly enough,
Although-
anytime I come across anything pet related on Instagram, I send it immediately to Seline.
Yep.
Today I sent her
related.
a dog's balls
Yep.
wearing sunglasses.
Yeah.
So like go from there.
Chris, we had a conversation about sci-fi, and he was saying that all of us here are somewhat interested. Celine, do you like sci-fi fantasy?
I will watch like the big movies,
Mm-hmm.
like the blockbusters, and I enjoy them.
But I do feel like all four. I mean,
I
maybe
hate
everyone. Mm-hmm.
sci-fi fantasy books, though.
Oh.
Yeah, not
okay.
into.
Okay, well,
Though I feel like.
Wait,
feel
why?
like we
Why do
all-
we have a podcast together?
Yeah, I'm
we
like.
have nothing in common.
I also like don't care about like Marvel or Spider-Man or anything like that.
yeah,
I do
well, I
feel like-
agree there because I
Yeah.
I never watched a single Marvel movie.
That's
but-
hard.
Yeah,
It is kind of hard because I just like watch them. Like I don't even know when I watch them.
No, because
It
they
just,
were
like,
always on
happens, you know?
OCN for like years.
I'm an on style kind of girl.
but I did watch the two Spider-Mans yesterday.
I haven't seen the Spider-Mans.
Still
I
haven't
haven't seen the.
oh my God, so good. So
haven't
good. I
seen it.
I
cried.
haven't seen this new one.
Oh, okay, so you're talking about the Tom Holland
Yeah.
ones.
I've
Gotcha.
I've only
I still haven't
seen
seen
the
the new
Tobey
one.
Maguire one and the animated one.
Yeah, I've seen the Tobey Maguire ones, but
Yeah.
those came out before this whole Marvel like.
Yeah, but you remember like the
Craze.
original Spider-Man movies with Tobey Maguire blew everyone's fucking brains out.
I
Like,
love those
people
movies.
them.
Yeah, I love those
Yeah.
Except for the
movies.
third one. I
The
mean,
third
Spider-Man
one
3 was
was
garbage.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
That's the
Everyone
one.
remembers the snaps.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one with,
Snap and point.
Venom, Topher Grace from
I
that
might
70s
not
show.
have seen that one.
It was so terrible.
Oh no!
Also, isn't Topher Grace like cancer?
Oh, guys, you want to hear my impression of Willem Dafoe?
Do we have to say yes?
You know, Peter, I'm something of a scientist myself.
I mean, honestly, pretty good. I wanted to
Really?
shit on it so bad, but
Thank
it was,
you.
It was pretty good.
Well.
Nice.
Wow, Chris actually liked one of my impressions. I'm like, I don't know what to say. I'm about to cry.
Wait, but what other movies have
There
you
was
seen?
fucking
There- for some
Matrix
reason-
4.
I haven't seen it yet.
I refuse.
Okay.
I just started watching The Matrix, rewatching The Matrix
Okay,
today.
I mean, rewatch all three original Matrix movies, the Matrices, but do not watch Matrix 4. For the love of God, do not watch
I
Matrix
heard
4.
it's like so terrible.
Really?
Watch Matrix 1 and then do a fun experiment where you imagine what a fourth movie would look like, but do not watch Matrix 4.
Matrix 4 is
I
the
mean,
one that just came out.
Yeah.
is
I'm,
it
I'm
like
not spoiling
that much
anything here.
worse than like 2 and
I'm not
3?
spoiling anything
Okay.
here. I'm going to give you
I heard
very
it's
like
that
I'm
much
going to
worse.
paint a very general picture, okay, plot-wise. So Neo is like back in the Matrix. He's like forgotten who he is because he died at the end of the third one, which is not a spoiler. We've all seen the third one, right? But like the machines have rebuilt him because he's like somehow integral to the Matrix. So he's back in the Matrix, and in the Matrix, he works for a video game company called Ex Machina, which is fucking
Wait,
stupid.
that's a movie.
It is.
Yeah.
But he works for. Thank you for that.
Wait, what does
Charlize
what does
Theron
Deus Ex
starred
Machina
in this
mean?
movie.
The machine,
Deus
the,
Ex
the machine of
Mach-
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
like a
the hand of
literary
God.
device.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah.
all like Ex Machina is also kind of based
Yeah,
on
yeah,
like,
it is.
creating a human.
Well, it's a
clone,
sort
like-
of artifice
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is like serves a very
And
particular
that
purpose.
movie was bullshit because Black Mirror did it first. But
Okay, Ex Machina, great movie though.
but I will refuse to watch it.
I like that movie a lot.
Such a good movie.
Is that the one with the guy from that episode
Oscar
of Black
Isaac.
Mirror?
Yes. Yes.
So dumb.
Okay, anyway, you're totally detracting from the point of this
Which is?
spiel. Matrix 4, Neo is working at a company called Ex Machina, and he's made a game called The Matrix, okay? And in the game, they have footage from the original Matrix, which
That's
makes
what I've
no
heard.
sense. So, like, he'll be,
Yeah.
like, watching scenes from the original movie, but being like, yeah, that part of the game was crazy when, like, the main character like went into the fucking mirror. So, and they do this throughout the film. Like, they will literally play entire scenes from the original movie, which is a cool throwback, but under the auspice that it's actually a scene from the video game, it doesn't. It's so stupid. It's
I
so
have
fucking
heard.
stupid.
I have heard the fourth Matrix is an homage to Bob Saget and America's Funniest Home Videos,
Right, yeah, because it is funny. It is funny. What else? There was Dune,
I mean,
which
Dune,
we all
I
loved.
was
We all talked about
I'm
that.
obsessed with Dune. Yeah. I still need to watch
Oh,
it
sorry.
again.
Spoiler alert.
You know what's funny? Oh, I just showed Taehyun a Denis Villeneuve movie yesterday. Prisoners. Have you guys seen that?
No.
With Hugh Jackman. Oh my god, dude, it's a terrific movie. Hugh Jackman and that weird brother of Maggie Gyllenhaal. What's his name? Jake
Gyllenhaal.
Just such a good movie. Like, actually, like,
Weird
Wait,
brother
you think of
Maggie
Jake-
Gyllenhaal, who's arguably a lot more famous than Maggie Gyllenhaal.
yeah, I just like forgot his fucking name. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
But yeah, Prisoners. I mean, Denis Villeneuve is like one of my favorite directors. He like all of his movies have really great soundtracks. First of all, which is Hans Zimmer just going.
Fucking amazing.
You know what movie fucking
Hans
sucks?
Zimmer's overrated.
You know what
in
movie
my
fucking
opinion,
sucked?
But
Eternals. Eternals fucking sucked.
Is that Marvel?
Yes,
Didn't
but like,
see
and
it.
I know that serves your point because you don't like Marvel movies, and this is the prime example of why Marvel movies are awful.
They are not. I don't know. I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Here's what I'll say. I'm not here to convince you that Marvel movies are good, but what I like
I
about
get
the
why
other
people
movies,
love them.
I like
It's
the other
like-
ones because they create genuine rapport with the audience comes to really like Thor as a character.
Yeah.
And then
You really care
Captain
about the
America as a character.
characters,
And then
yeah.
when you see them all together, it's like really fun to see them kick ass and blah blah. Eternals has a really star-studded cast of
Yeah.
like 9 quote unquote Eternals, which are like this alien race sent to Earth to protect us from these deviant monsters that are gonna consume us for energy. It's like a very basic story. But like Angelina Jolie plays one.
What?
Yeah, like they got big fucking actors to play these dumb fucking alien
Angelina Jolie
superheroes.
is in a Marvel movie?
Dude, it's so bad. I don't mean
Everyone
to sound
is
like
in
insensitive, but like one of the so you could tell that
Honestly,
the director wanted every Eternal
name-
to be a different skin color, race, like
Okay, yeah.
you know, gay, queer,
Yeah, very
trans,
Marvel.
you know, very
Yeah.
Marvel. But like they had one that's deaf, and it's like logically, why would this alien race send a deaf superhero to Earth? And also, like, why does
But he probably has other powers.
no? It's just like she's just deaf, and one of them's also like
She-
a fucking child who wants to grow up. But it's like, why would the Eternals send a child to save planet Earth and not an adult? Like, there's like a lot of logical inconsistencies that were there only because the director was like, I am an Asian woman and I'm going to represent,
An
which is
Asian
fair.
woman
Yeah,
directed it?
Chloe Zhao. She directed it.
Pretty Asian
Oh
name.
my god.
She won the fucking Oscar for Nomadland.
I
I didn't watch that.
Wow. I feel like
She's a director. She's an art director. You know, she's a
Yeah.
creative art director. So this is a big deal for her. I get it. Props to her. Should not have done this movie. That's all. You know what I mean? Like, should not have done this fucking movie. There's a lot of Asian actors in it, which is like, yeah, go us, but also like we're just props. We're diversity props.
Honestly,
we don't serve anything except for
I'll
diversity.
say something controversial. I don't care. I don't give a shit about Asians in movies anymore.
anymore.
No, like I just
But
it's-
you did when like
Crazy
you know,
Rich Asians
like Crazy
came
Rich
out?
Asians
No,
popped
I
off.
didn't. I hated that movie. I don't need I don't need that. I don't know. It's
No,
just
no.
like
well, that's a hot take because.
yeah. It's just there's a lot going on right now.
Yeah,
there's a
I
lot
can
going on.
see- I
there's a
can
lot to
see.
consume, and there's a lot of like
Like I'm just glad I'm just glad they didn't
takes
cast
and, like-
Aquafina as the lead character in this. You
Yeah.
know, because
Obviously, I love
They could have filled the role of Asian girl talking black though.
We
Like,
love
that's
it.
the
I
diversity.
think that there's a lot of overcompensation going on.
There's a
and
lot of that.
It's very like
Obvious.
and
Yeah.
it's like nauseating. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so,
You know,
no,
it's
totally. Like, when I see this
it's-
deaf character, I'm like, I get it. Like, I think representation
But I think
for
the point is like to have Asian actors and actresses like playing parts that are actually meaningful and not just like put into like.
But we can
a
all
Marvel
agree.
role
But we can
just
all agree
for the
that
sake of
Asian
putting
stories
them
are
there.
important to be told. I think
Yeah.
that is important.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, of course.
Did you guys watch that Ronnie? Or not? What's that guy's name? Jimmy O Yang was in a rom
I
com.
heard it was awful.
It actually
was
like
so bad.
I think watching it though through the lens of an Asian man and then dissecting it that way was interesting for me.
I heard it was awful, but I want to watch it
You
because
should
when I
watch
saw
it.
the trailer, I was like, "Oh, this looks sick."
You
And
should
then
watch it.
every person that I talked to after was like, "That movie sucks."
Yeah, it's really bad
Yeah.
because him being Asian American has nothing to do with the plot. That's why it's bad. But seeing an Asian American lead as a romantic interest was really fucking crazy to me.
Yeah,
that
of
was
course.
crazy for a white. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
against a white
Yeah.
lead, I was like,
Right.
okay, finally, like,
Right.
and he's like a nerd. He's not fucking Henry Gold or whatever.
That's
You know?
exactly what I was thinking
Yeah, he's
of.
like fucking like a nerdy looking dude.
Honestly,
Like,
yeah, I love that. I love that.
So, like, you know what? Asian representation in film should be a whole different topic because we should probably do a little bit more research before we come out being like, I don't support it.
No. Honestly, we're all Asian. We can have whatever opinions we
True,
want.
true.
And like, I'm not saying let's not have Asian people in movies anymore.
I don't know, Sal. It sounds like you're saying we shouldn't have
what
Asian
I'm
people in
saying is
movies
I'm
anymore.
just like sick of the like. I'm sick of
The
the word.
affirmative action for Asian actors.
and the word, even the phrase Asian representation. I'm like, representation.
Wait, can we conclude on this? I just read the
Like,
story today.
just
There's like
watch-
a drama coming out on Disney Plus called Snowfall. It's like a Korean show made by a Korean director with Korean actors, and it's like a reimagining of 1987. It's a fictional version of Seoul with like different sort of fictional politicians and blah blah, and all these Korean studies scholars from like Princeton and fucking Berkeley and shit have signed a petition being like, shame on you, Disney, for not like fact checking this fictional universe.
Oh, this
basically.
is with Jisoo from Blackpink.
Yes. I was curious. So like, basically,
Shout out
this
Jisoo.
is the scenario. It's like the director.
There's so much happening.
So like the director, right, makes a fictional version of 1987, and now all these Korean studies people are like,
oh,
this is-
1987 Korea.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Wait,
they're
and
like-
it's a cartoon.
Is it a cartoon? I think it's
No, it's
It's a
Jisoo
drama.
from Blackpink. Isn't
Wait,
it?
and it's a movie.
It's a show.
Your
It's a
per
show.
36
Okay,
numbers
it's
are
a show,
incredible,
yeah.
Jake.
But like basically the controversy around the show is basically that the show is misrepresenting and misinforming Western audiences about Korean history.
Yeah.
That's the debate. Which
Right.
I can
Yeah.
see that argument, but also it's a fictional show. What the
Right.
fuck are you supposed to do? I just feel like when I read that story, it just like it felt to me like people who are knowledgeable, like Korean studies professors at Princeton, being like triggered, you know, when like
That-
they're like, my
yeah.
area of expertise is under fire, and it's like, yeah, but it's a fictional story,
and
dude.
it's probably like some white.
Yeah, like we don't see physics professors like up in arms at Spider-Man,
Or
you know.
Christianity.
Yeah.
No, but but it is like, have you guys heard of the whole UPenn thing? Right, like
No.
The trans swimmer.
no, like the professor who said that America would be better off
Oh,
with
without
fewer
Asians?
without Asians or
Yeah.
something.
Wait,
Or
who
like to
said
stop
that?
immigration from Asia.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, which is obviously crazy. Like
Wait,
that's some
a
crazy
UPenn
shit.
professor said
yeah, and
that?
she's tenured and she's a law professor, so it's like very tricky for them
Wait,
to fire her and
But
stuff.
she said stop so much immigration from.
I mean, I'm pretty sure she said America would be better off with less Asians,
interesting.
right?
What
and
the
she's
hell?
under a lot of fire, but I mean, I always bring up this point. It's like ever since I was
What
a
was her
kid, it was
reasoning?
always okay to be. I mean, she's also like MAGA and like very right wing and whatnot, but
Oh my god.
regardless, like, like ever since I was a kid, I would just always see like people doing like chink eyes on TV and stuff. And it was like okay to be racist to Asians, right? Even in mainstream media. And I would always think like, fuck, man, like even then, if this was someone doing this, like the same joke about a black person, they'd be fucking gone. They'd be out of a fucking job 10 years ago, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just like, as much progress as they've made, we're all fucking, like, all this shit is so cosmetic. You know, it's just, it's literally just to make it seem like Asian people are being represented.
Yeah.
But it's deeper, like,
I think what I'm turned off by and what I really meant was that this, like, the trendiness of Asians, particularly Korean people, like the way that Koreans are treated as trends.
Yeah, totally.
In America, but then also here, the way Koreans are, like, saying, like, oh yeah, like all this shit, you know, like, oh.
Yeah.
You know.
You know.
Like, my dad the other day was like, you know, like, apparently if you watch all these big TV shows in America, like Emily in Paris and stuff, like, they all, like, they're, like, in the dialogue, it's casually mentioned that, like, you should go visit Korea, or, like, have you heard about Korea? Mm-hmm. And he's saying that because it's, like, obviously, he's proud, right?
Yeah.
Which I totally get.
Different
but also
generation.
I'm like, yeah, but that's, like, corny too. And, like,
I think that your like criticisms and feelings are so valid because you're seeing it from a different perspective. He doesn't understand.
No, totally.
That's what that is.
No, and
Oddly
I
enough.
also, obviously, like, I love that Squid Game became so popular. Like, I love all of that. I love it.
Because, like, I think the older
But-
generation can only see it at face value, which is like, yeah, go Korea.
But oddly enough,
totally,
like, they're
totally.
the ones who dealt with, like, real racism.
Exactly.
Right? Like,
Right,
they're the
right.
ones
So
who...
then, also then, I think for us, it's a little bit of us being like a little bit, I don't know, like
Yeah, like,
privileged
right,
in a way,
right.
being like, oh, it's like, come on, it's way more complicated than that, Dad. Whereas,
Right,
like,
right.
sure, because I can see what you're saying for sure. Like, it's a little
just
cringy,
like,
it's a little corny.
just treating, like, Korean culture like
It's a commodity.
a commodity,
Right. Yeah.
and that
But honestly,
Yeah, I don't-
conversely, like for example, seeing Jeremy Lin in the NBA. Before that, I legitimately thought if you're an Asian person, it's impossible.
Oh, yeah,
you're
no,
genetically unable to play professional sports.
yeah.
And I'm sure, like, yeah, there's way more Asian athletes now in, like, professional American sports, and there is something to be said for representation, like, at least in terms of, like,
Hey,
kids.
man,
For
let's not
sure,
forget, man.
for sure.
The gold medalist at the
Like-
Olympics for skateboarding was Yuto Horigome.
No, exactly.
The Japanese skaters are fucking
Let's not
gnarly.
forget.
Exactly.
One time, Aaron liked some girl, and Jeremy Lin's like, you know what, Aaron? Let me help you out.
He pulled the ultimate assist. That was sick. Thank you, Jeremy.
Like, yeah, representation is very necessary.
Absolutely. And we'll
Like,
touch upon it. We'll touch upon it in the
Yeah.
next episode because
Yeah.
we're out of time for sure.
Yeah.
And anyone listening to this episode has stopped
That's true.
listening.
We kind of just, like, started talking.
Okay, well, to anyone listening out there, thank you so much for tuning in to the new episode of the second season. And with that said, we'll catch you in the next one. Hey, Sue! Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.